Hi guys, welcome to Friday Fun Day. We're going to get started with our warm-up, 40 seconds on, 20-second transition. We're going to start with some box crawling to get our shoulders and wrists warmed up. What you're going to do is set the wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Make sure that there's enough space between the knees and the feet so that you're lined up behind the wrist. From here I'll pop the knees up. I'll just take a few steps to my right, a few steps back, a few steps to the left, and a few steps forward. You're just going to go in that box pattern for the 40 seconds. If you need to scale, go ahead and drop the knees to the ground. Next we're going to do is our hollow holds. We're going to start in our balled up position. Shoulders and head are off the ground, feet together, toes pointed, arms at your side. If you can maintain this nice flat back against the ground, then you'll go ahead and extend one leg, then the other, and then finally arms up overhead. For some of you, you might just stay here for your hollow hold the 40 seconds, and that's totally fine. Quality over quantity. For our arch hold, you're going to flip over, feet together, arms straight. You're going to squeeze the butt and hold for 40 seconds. Next we're going to do is our swings. We're going to start with Russian. So we're going to go chest height, and then at the halfway we'll go overhead. Bell's always going to start a few inches in front of the toes. We're going to push the butt back. Wrists are going to be in this upper groin area. Shins are vertical. I'll hike, squeeze the butt. At the halfway point, I'll go up overhead, and then a half swing back down when I'm finished. Next we're going to do some kettlebell or dumbbell thrusters. So you can use your kettlebell here. I would hold with the handle towards the head. We're going to sit the butt down and back, and then press overhead. So down and back, and press. And then lastly, we're going to finish off with some Bentover Rows. So we're going to go back to that hinge position, and we're going to pull the kettlebell up towards the chest and squeeze the shoulder blades together. After that, guys, half of the class, if you're in class, we'll be starting on our strength and skill portion. Half will start on the WOD, and then we'll switch. We'll take a few minutes to get set up. For our strength and skill portion, you're going to start with 5 to 7 bench press at just the bar. You're going to pair that with 3 to 10 reps of a pulling option. For the pulling options, it's your pick. You have ring rows, chin over bar pull-ups, chest to bar pull-ups, bar muscle-ups, ring muscle-ups. And then within these, there's lots of variations: strict, kipping, butterfly, banded, and jumping. Then you're going to go back to the bench, add a little weight, go back to your pulling option, back to the bench, back to the pulling option. Sets 4 through 6, I reduced the reps to 3 to 5 because we're going to go a little bit heavier. One thing to know, guys, on the bench press, there's no spotters because we just can't risk someone breathing into someone else whether or not they're wearing a mask. So just make sure that you put a weight on the bar that you can successfully lift by yourself. For those of you at home, if you just have a set of dumbbells or kettlebells, to make it harder, you can always add in a tempo where you're slowly lowering down for say 3 seconds. You hold here for 3 seconds, and then you extend up all the way. For other ways we can make it harder, we can add in 1.5 reps. So you come down halfway, back down, and then fully extend. And then our segmented pauses, I'm just pausing, holding for a few seconds, coming down a little lower, pausing again, and then finally I'll pause at the bottom position, and then I'll come back up. I could even add pauses on the ascent. For those of you that are going to be at the gym, in terms of your setup for the bench press, you're going to be flat on the bench. Make sure you think of it as a full body exercise, so everything should be tight: quads, core, butt, calves. The arms should be at about a 45-degree angle. When you unrack the bar, which will be right over your eyesight, you're going to unrack it, it's going to be right over the nipple line. From here I'm going to row down to my chest, exhale and explode up. So I'm thinking about rowing the bar to my chest and then pressing it away. And that's the same for if you have kettlebells or dumbbells that you're using at home. For our WOD today, guys, 2 movements. We're going to have swings and wall balls. So you're going to do 10 swings and then 10 wall balls, 20 of each, 30 of each, 40 of each. You're just going to keep going until you hit the 14-minute cap, and we'll score your total number of reps. For the weights, RX is 53 pounds for the guys, 35 for the ladies on the swings, and then wall balls 20 pounds at 10 feet and 14 pounds at 9 feet for the ladies. So guys, Really important here, I don't want you to scale up the weight. I want you to try and get as many unbroken big sets as possible at the weights I've listed and try to finish within the 14 minutes. So overall, this is 300 reps. I was nice and put the wall ball second instead of first, since this is our Squat-tober. I know you guys have been squatting a lot. Really important, guys, to have a plan going into the WOD of how you're gonna break up your reps. If you can't do unbroken, that's fine. Maybe sets of 10 with short rest breaks in between. But try and have a plan for how you're gonna attack this today. If you're at home, you can substitute a single dumbbell or kettlebell as a thruster for that wall ball. I would just go something a little bit heavier, but not super heavy. So I put 35 pounds for the guys, 20 for the ladies. And then for the wall ball, guys, just some reminders. When you get set up, if it's the wall here, make sure you measure an arm's distance away. Feet are in your squat stance, elbows are underneath the ball. You're gonna squat all the way down and then toss up. When you toss up, you're going up and at an angle to your target. So that way the ball hits and comes back down to you at this angle. So don't throw straight up and don't throw right into the wall. Try to make it just a little bit of a diagonal. Be sure to note your bench press score in the comments below and in Zen Planner, and then for the WOD, note how many reps you got during the 14 minutes and any modifications you might have made to the workout. As always, you can go down on the weight, go to Russian height, go down on the weight for the wall ball, go down on the height for the target. Guys, good luck with all of this. Move well, have fun.